In the summer of 2010, NBA fans witnessed one of the most iconic moments in league's history, the decision. LeBron James, then two-time MVP with the Cleveland Cavaliers, announced his intention to join the Miami Heat in a televised special, shocking the basketball world. He famously proclaimed, "I am taking my talents to South Beach." Many Cleveland Cavaliers fans felt a deep sense of anger and betrayal when LeBron announced his decision to leave. Some fans burned LeBron jerseys, and there were public displays of frustration and disappointment. LeBron's decision to join forces with Dwyane Wade, already a Miami Heat legend, and Chris Bosh, a versatile power forward from Toronto Raptors, created a formidable trio with championship aspirations. The trio's union was met with intense scrutiny and polarizing opinions, making them one of the most talked about teams in sports. The formation of the Big Three brought enormous expectations and drama. They were dubbed the Super Team and instantly became the villains of the NBA. Fans across the country either loved them or rooted against them. Critics questioned whether three ball-dominant superstars could coexist and share the spotlight. The press conference when LeBron James, Dwyane Wade, and Chris Bosh officially joined the Miami Heat in 2010 was a highly anticipated and extravagant event. It took place at the American Airlines Arena in Miami on July 9, 2010, and it was attended by fans, media, and dignitaries. The Miami Heat in 2010-2011 NBA season, which was the first season of the Big Three era, were undoubtedly a strong team. However, this season was marked by a period of adjustment as the three superstars players came together. Each player was used to be the primary option on their previous team, and they had to adjust their playing styles to accommodate each other. The team faced challenges in terms of chemistry and late-game execution, as they were still learning to play together as a cohesive unit. They also struggled at times with three-point shooting and relied heavily on their stars trio for scoring. With the slow start to the season came the media scrutiny, and there were rumors of tensions between LeBron and Spoelstra. Spoelstra was a young coach without any playing experience. Eric hadn't yet earned LeBron's respect. Their relationship was so bad that James asked the team president Pat Riley to fire Spoelstra and become coach the team himself. But Riley refused firmly, believing in Spoelstra, and it proved to be the right choice. The Miami Heat finished the regular season with a strong record of 58 wins and 24 losses, earning them the second seed in the Eastern Conference. While they had an impressive regular season record, they faced some inconsistency and struggled at times, particularly in close games and against elite opponents. In the 2011 playoffs, the Heat made it to the NBA Finals, demonstrating their strength and competitiveness. They swept the Philadelphia 76ers in the first round, defeated the Boston Celtics in a hard-fought 5-game series in the Eastern Conference semifinals. And then they faced the Chicago Bulls, who had the best regular season record and the league MVP Derrick Rose in the Eastern Conference Finals. This series had all the elements of a classic showdown: two superstars leading teams and a raucous atmosphere and high-stakes basketball. The series was a roller coaster of emotion for fans of both teams. Game after game, we witnessed epic battles between two of the league's premier franchises. Derrick Rose's game-winning floater in Game 1 set the tone for the series. In Game 2, Spoelstra made a strategic move by assigning LeBron to primarily defend Derrick Rose. This adjustment proved pivotal as Rose faced difficulties throughout the remaining series, with the Heat effectively neutralizing the opposing team's key player. They went on to secure victories in the subsequent 4 games. LeBron James' stunning block on Derrick Rose in Game 5 showcased his defensive prowess. In the NBA Finals, the Heat faced the Dallas Mavericks. After taking a 2-1 lead in the series, in Game 4 when the Mavericks trailing by 9 points with less than 3 minutes left, relied to force overtime and eventually secured the victory. This stunning comeback shifted the momentum firmly in Dallas' favors. The Mavs swept the Heat in Game 5 and in Game 6, with the Mavericks leading the series 3-2. Dirk Nowitzki delivered a defining performance, scoring 21 points despite a torn tendon in his finger. With less than a minute remaining in the game, Nowitzki hit a clutch jump shot that sealed the Mavericks' first ever NBA championship. Despite the Heat's strong regular season performance and dominant run throughout the Eastern Conference playoffs, they fell short in the NBA Finals, losing to the Mavericks in 6 games. This was a significant disappointment for the Heat, as they were heavily favored going into the series. Overall, the Miami Heat in the 2010-2011 season were a formidable team, but they faced growing pains and challenges as they adjusted to playing with their new superstars trio. However, this season laid the foundations for their future success. LeBron's offseason was marked by a mix of disappointment, reflection, and determination to improve his game. The loss in the finals was a significant setback for him, and it led to a period of self-evaluation and hard work. The finals loss fueled his desire to get better. He focused on improving various aspects of his game, including his jump shot and post-up moves. But he wasn't the only one busting his ass to improving Miami's offense. Spoelstra conducted an extensive review of the series and made several strategic adjustments to improve the team's performance. One of the significant changes Spoelstra made was to utilize the versatility of his star players, particularly LeBron James. LeBron transitioned to more of a point forward role, handling the ball and initiating the offense. This allowed Dwyane Wade and Chris Bosh to play off the ball and focus on scoring. The Heat embraced small ball lineups, often playing without a traditional center. Chris Bosh shifted to the center position, which not only stretched the floor with his three-point shooting, but also allowed the Heat to play with more speed and agility. This small ball approach was particularly effective in closing out games. Miami emphasized ball movement and unselfish play. Spoelstra encouraged his players to share the ball and make quick and smart decisions. This led to open shots and easy scoring opportunities, making the Heat's offense more fluid and dynamic. Miami's defensive intensity remained a hallmark of their play, but they refined their defensive schemes. They employed a trapping defense to force turnovers and get out in transitions, utilizing their speed and athleticism to their advantage. Their versatility was a key asset. LeBron, Wade, and Bosh could each defend multiple positions, switch on defense, and create mismatches on offense. They were also effective in transition, with LeBron often leading fast breaks and finding Wade and Bosh for easy buckets. And the Heat finished 2012 regular season with a record of 46 wins and 20 losses as the second seed, with LeBron as the league MVP. He averaged 27 points, 7.9 rebounds, and 6.2 assists per game. In the first round, Miami dismantled the New York Knicks, winning the series 4-1 and advancing to the second round. In the second round, the Pacers surprised the Heat by taking Game 1 in Miami. The Heat responded with a hard-fought victory in Game 2. LeBron James had a triple-double, and Dwyane Wade and Chris Bosh contributed significantly. The Pacers dominated Game 3 on their home court. The Heat evened the series with a Game 4 win. LeBron James was instrumental, scoring 40 points, and then the Heat won the next games of the series. However, the conference finals against the feisty Celtics proved to be the most dramatic series of them all. The series began with the Miami Heat taking Game 1 at home. LeBron James led the way with a strong performance, scoring 32 points. The Heat's defense played a crucial role limiting the Celtics' scoring. Game 2 was a thrilling overtime contest. LeBron James had another dominant game, with 34 points, 10 rebounds, and 7 assists. Dwayne Wade added 23 points. The Celtics were led by Kevin Garnett, who scored 18 points and grabbed 8 rebounds. The Heat's victory in Game 2 gave them a 2-0 series lead, but Boston showed incredible resiliency, always edging out Miami in the clutch, winning the next 3 games. In Game 6, LeBron James had one of the most memorable performances of his career. He scored 45 points, grabbed 15 rebounds, and dished out 5 assists. He was incredibly efficient, shooting 19 of 26 from the field. In Game 7, LeBron had a 30-point triple-double and the Heat finished off the Celtics, making another NBA Finals against OKC. The series kicked off in Oklahoma City, where the Thunder were riding high on their youthful energy and star power. Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook were in top form. Together they added 63 points and convincingly won Game 1 for the Thunder. Miami won the next 4 games and James was finally a champion and the Finals MVP. In 2013, the third year of LeBron, Wade and Bosh, Miami topped the league in points per possession and made one of the biggest year-to-year leaps in scoring efficiency, with a 56% increase in made threes from the year before. One of the most notable highlights of the season was the Heat's 27-game winning streak, which began on February 3rd, 2013 and ended on March 27th, 2013. This streak was the second longest in NBA history and showcased the incredible consistency and teamwork. The Heat had an outstanding regular season, finishing with a franchise-best 66-16 record. They secured the top seed in the Eastern Conference. LeBron James continued to excel and had one of his most impressive seasons. He won his 4th MVP award, and this Heat squad has to be considered one of the best regular season teams of all time. In the 2013 NBA playoffs, the Heat faced tough competition, but ultimately emerged victorious. They defeated the Milwaukee Bucks, Chicago Bulls, and Indiana Pacers in the Eastern Conference playoffs to reach the NBA Finals. In the finals against the Spurs, the Heat ran into the team that had just as much talent as they did. Tim Duncan was still Tim Duncan. Parker was one of the best NBA point guards at the time. Manu was still a genius as a sixth man. They also had the emerging Kawhi Leonard, who was the best perimeter defender. The series was an absolute classic and went the full 7 games. The series began in Miami, and it got off to a thrilling start. LeBron James led the Heat with 18 points, 18 rebounds, and 10 assists, recording a triple-double. However, it was the Spurs' Tony Parker who stole the show, scoring 21 points, including a game-winning circus shot in the closing moments. The Spurs took Game 1 with a score of 92-88. It didn't look good for the Heat, down 3-2 in the series. Game 6 is considered one of the greatest games in NBA Finals history. The Heat faced elimination, but managed to force a deciding game. LeBron James had another stellar performance with 32 points, 10 rebounds, and 11 assists. Ray Allen hit another clutch three-pointer to tie the game in the closing seconds of regulation, sending it to a second overtime. Miami won 103-100 in double overtime, tying the series at 3-3, forcing Game 7, which was another spectacularly close game. LeBron James, with 37 points and 12 rebounds, led the Heat to a 95-88 victory, securing their second consecutive NBA championship. Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh also played crucial roles in the win. LeBron James was named NBA Finals MVP for the second straight year. In the 2013-2014 regular season, the Miami Heat finished with a record of 54 wins and 28 losses, securing the second seed in the Eastern Conference. This was a strong performance despite the challenges they faced. Dwyane Wade, a cornerstone of the franchise, dealt with various injuries during the regular season, which led to him missing a significant number of games to manage his health for the playoffs. LeBron James continued to excel, posting impressive statistics throughout the season. He averaged 27 points, 6.9 rebounds, and 6.4 assists per game. With LeBron James on the roster, Chris Bosh took on a larger leadership role. He averaged 16 points and 6.6 rebounds per game and was instrumental in providing scoring and leadership. Despite the regular season success, the Heat faced heightened expectations as they aimed to make another deep playoff run and potentially secure their third NBA championship. The 2014 NBA Finals featured a highly anticipated matchup between Miami Heat and the San Antonio Spurs. It was a rematch of the 2013 NBA Finals, and the whole world wondered if the Heat could be the first team to three-peat since Shaq and Kobe in the early 2000s. The series began, and the Spurs set the tone with a dominant performance. They defeated the Miami Heat in Game 1. Tim Duncan led the way with 21 points and 10 rebounds, while Kawhi Leonard added 16 points and 10 rebounds. LeBron James had a strong performance for the Heat with 25 points, but it wasn't enough to overcome the Spurs. In Game 2, the Miami Heat evened the series with a narrow victory. They won 98-96, thanks to LeBron James' 35 points, 10 rebounds, and 3 assists. The Heat's defense stepped up, and they managed to hold off a late surge by the Spurs. The Spurs responded emphatically in Game 3, winning 107-86. San Antonio's ball movement and three-point shooting were outstanding, with Danny Green and Gary Neal contributing from beyond the arc. Kawhi Leonard had another stellar game with 20 points and 14 rebounds, and Tim Duncan added 10 points and 11 rebounds. LeBron played the most efficient series of his life in the finals, but Wade, Bosh, and the rest of his teammates were completely shut down. The Spurs blew them out in the next 3 games, deservingly winning the Larry O'Brien Trophy. The 2014 NBA Finals will be remembered for the San Antonio Spurs' exceptional teamwork and execution, as well as their revenge for the previous year's finals loss. For the Miami Heat, it marked the end of an era, as LeBron James would leave the team to return to the Cleveland Cavaliers in the off-season, signaling a significant shift in the NBA landscape.